hey star friends, top of the morning to you. No, let's not do that. Let's not keep that. Let's not keep that being a thing. What are the different ways astrologers read charts? There's actually like a quadrillion ways to read the chart. That's not true. There's not a quadrillion. There's so many different ways to read a chart. There are a few things that are pretty common, but I thought that instead of doing all of that, I would tell you how I read the chart. Yeah, I'm 11% Irish, so I get to say that. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Here are the 6 things that I look at when I first open someone's charts. I'm just gonna run down all of them, and after I tell you all the 6 things, I'm gonna go one by one and kind of give you a little bit of a rundown. Is that fair? Is that fair? That seem fair? Okay. I look at your rising sign, and then I look at your 10th house, and then I look at your north node, and then I look at your sun, and then your moon, and then your progressions. Now, let's talk about those a little more slowly. And if you know all that stuff already, we're probably gonna get along well, and I hope that we can be friends. First thing that you should look at is the rising sign. There's a lot of different ways that it's been talked about. I've heard that it's the mirror that the world sees you with, screen glass window for which everything is refracted through, first impression when you walk into a room. I kind of like that one. Recently, I heard somebody say, oh, when I'm on a date, the first date is my representative. It's not necessarily who I am. Or when you walk into a room, you're representing your full self in the best way that you can. All of those are fantastic ways of discussing the rising sign. And then look at the 10th house. The 10th house is thought of as career, but I actually think of it as purpose, because some people don't have a career. They just have a job, but their purpose is something quite different. So I often look to that to kind of help myself understand what could be underneath their representative. The next thing that I look at is the north node. It's really subtle, but if you are looking at the patterns of your life, what you'll notice is your life is being pushed in a particular kind of direction. Now, you might like that direction, but you might not like that direction. Either way, it's really important to be able to see what that direction is. And then I kind of say, let me reveal some of what I think your direction is so that you can better move with the flow of the stars, shall we say. The next thing I do is what a lot of astrologers look at second and third, and that is I look at the sun and say, okay, what's the ruler of the sun? Then I move on to the moon, and then I look at the ruler of your moon. And then finally, I look at what's called progressions. Progressions are some of the most predictive tools that we have in Western astrology. Okay, so that's it. I didn't use an Irish accent in any part of that, and I'm really proud of myself. I hope you're proud of me too. I also have to tell you guys that there's so many bloopers in this video. That's what I get for trying to do 4 videos about reading charts before the end of the Mercury retrograde. Okay, bye.